What's up out there, YouTube people? D Collector back with the next comic book haul. As promised, I've got some really nice stuff here for you guys today. I told you previously that I had some really nice pickups lately. Sorry, dealing with some sinus stuff, but anyway, I'd like to go on and jump into it. Some of this stuff I'm still kind of getting through, like I've mentioned previously. I'd made a video that got deleted before it had already been shown, so we're still getting through some of that. Some con stuff. Went to a couple cons early this year, so it's been probably over 6 months since I've had this stuff, just haven't gotten it out yet. And then my next video should be much more closer up to date. However, I'd like to go ahead and get started. Don't have a lot in the way of online pickups recently. Most of this stuff I picked up in person, like I said, at the con or an LCS. Do have a few graded books I'm going to show. Some of these were sent off through CGC's JSA service. Unfortunately, the con that I was at for these books, the CGC reps couldn't make it to the con, so they had their JSA verifiers there, their JSA partner verifiers there, I guess rather I should say. So unfortunately, these won't have the gold signature series label. They will have the JSA label, but nonetheless, they were all officially witnessed by CGC in a formal manner. I'm going to open those last. One of them I've seen, one of them I've opened but not seen, and then the other one, the last one that I'll show, I have not opened or seen and have not checked online. So I don't know what any of these grades are except for the one currently, because I opened it just to see what the package was. So from there, without further ado, let's go ahead and start showing some books. We have got, starting out, Daredevil, number 2. Actually, you know what? Let me try to fix this glare. Is that better? I think it's a little bit better. It's a little bit better. All right. So, try and get that done there. Does that help? No, not really. Okay, well, we'll just have to fight through it. I apologize. Keep moving on. Daredevil, number 4. Daredevil, number 14. Got a lot of Daredevil in here. Actually, I think all these ended up coming from like not a local place, but a place about an hour and a half away from me that I frequent. I think I got these for half off. Most of them. So that's number 11, number 10 in this run. I think these are volume 3, volume 4. This is the Mark Waid series. That's number 8. Number 7. That's number 6. Number 5. Man, that glare is awful. I'm sorry, guys. That's better. Here we go. I'll have to hold the camera for a minute. Okay. Man. Number 13. I've got to get me a better camera stand. And number 4. And then moving on to a different run, number 14. Number 15. I'm going to move this back down here. Man, I hate that glare. Number 16. Number 18. Number 20. Once I get through these Daredevils, I'm going to try and turn my blinds the opposite direction. Number 22. Number 23. 24. 33. Different run again. 25. 28. 29. 30. 31. 32, 34. Okay, so that's it for the Daredevils, I think, in that run at least. Is this any better? Chop that. Slightly, okay. All right, keep moving on with the half off sale. I just love these sensational back in black covers, or not sensational back in black, the Spider-Man back in black covers. I'm trying to put all these together. I do have most of them actually. There's another one. Oh, looks like a couple more of these creeped in that didn't have in order. Another Daredevil 0.1, 1.5. Number 2, number 11, number 12, 13, 14, 15, 15.1, 18, 16, and then a really nice added Granol variant there to number 3, number 10, and then let's hope that's it for the Daredevil. We're going to keep on moving. Pull the Daredevil out of the way here. A lot of Daredevil, I know. Thankfully, I'm coming close to actually ending a lot of those runs that I'm putting together. Okay. Getting close to putting these runs together as well. Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider number 3. Number 6. Number 9. Didn't have these in order. Number 8. Getting close to putting this run together. Spider-Man number 15, the first series with Miles Morales. Really cool variant here. Strange Academy number 2, the second print. Really nice Jenny Frizen book. Hellmouth number 5. Ooh, really like this. Third print, Moon Knight number 1 for half off 5, so $2.50. Hard to beat that. Gotham by Gaslight, first print, half off, $4. Really nice Spider-Man $7.99, second print variant. One of the best books I found. Actually, I think I found this in a $2 sale somewhere. I can't remember, but nonetheless, this was really popular when the movie come out. Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe. Beautiful, one of my favorite Joker covers, the Joker Lego variant. And then Strange Academy number 8 variant. And then Dark Horse Presents 36, the B cover variant, whatever you want to call it. Hard to beat that for $7.50. First battle, I think, of Alien versus Predator. Another early issue to the Spider-Man run. Another one here, 3 and 4. Really nice pickup for half off, $5. Hard to beat that. And then a Moon Knight number 7. I think that actually completed my run. And then, let's see, another Miles Morales Spider-Man number 9. And then Ultimate Comics, the first series he was introduced in, not his own series, but issue number 14. No, this was his series, actually, yeah. Another back in black cover. Sensational Spider-Man 36. Found this for half off. This is a minor key at this point. I can't remember what I bought it for, but for $7.50, it was hard to pass on. Got this for $16. Like the first full appearance of Damian Wayne, or intro of Damian Wayne, for $16. That was hard to beat. Let's see. Oh, first Pip the Troll for $7.50. Reintroduction of Black Adam, I think, or maybe it's his new suit. I can't remember. This is a key, but I can't remember what it is exactly. For $10, and then for $6, Amazing Spider-Man 568 variant, and then a really nice Hobgoblin cover. I think this actually is a minor key, but I can't remember what it is. For $6. This was a Moon Knight cover. Bought it because it was $3. And then another Moon Knight for $3 again. And then this one was from the con, and it was half off. First issue in the run. And then there's another minor key to this. Honestly, I can't remember. I'm sorry. But it was $6. So hard to beat that. So we have ran through all of that stuff. I do want to go ahead and get into the graded books for you guys because I've been super excited to open these. Just haven't gotten to them yet. We're finally here. I'm excited. I hope you're excited because I'm ready for these books. I've had a couple of them in my collection for a long time. I'll give you the story when I get to them. But needless to say, I met the artist. Was really, really happy. Spoke with him while I was at the con there some. Didn't have a super big line or anything. Actually, really didn't have a line almost at all. He had a few people visit here and there. You know, you could walk up to his table. Really personable guy. I spent some time with him. There was a guy there that actually had him draw on his arm and then left the con and got the drawing tattooed. And then come back and showed the artist the tattoo the next day. So that was interesting. But nonetheless, let's go ahead. We'll get into it. I'll show the first book here. This is, well, let's see. I'll have to put it sideways. Hack Slash, My First Maniac, #1. This is the first print B cover, and it is signed, if you could see it here, by Tim Seeley. With the JSA certification. You come back a 9.4. I did not get this cleaned or pressed, I don't think. As far as I remember, I'd have to check back on my notes or from my order history. But I don't believe that I did. Even if I did, I'm not unhappy about this. I found it in like a $5 box 2-3 years ago. At like a flea market con type of thing, a couple hours away from me. So really, really happy with this. To have found it, especially for so cheap, and then to have had Tim Seeley finally got to have his hands on it. Eventually, I will have Jenny Frizen also sign this. Probably the next time she does a signing through CGC, I'll just send it in and have it verified there, and have the double signature on it. I may even ask them to press and clean this at that point in time. I would love to see this come back 9.6 or, you know, a really hopeful 9.8 at this point. But nonetheless, really happy with what it is. As you guys know, I'm a Jenny Frizen collector. That was the first time I had met Tim Seeley. He's not the guy that did the tattoo drawing on the guy's arm. We'll get to that in a minute. But nonetheless, really, really happy with this. All right, move on. I'm going to go on and open the book that I have not seen but have shown. For brevity's sake, we'll go ahead so it'll help speed things up just a little bit. This is my live reaction. Here's the box. I just had it sitting on top right up here with the other one that's unsealed, or that is sealed still. I don't know. This is a Bronze Age key. Most people will probably at least recognize it. I've shown one friend and basically my family what it is. Really, other than that, you know, my family doesn't really understand comics, so they haven't had a lot to say. I asked my buddy Jack, he's the friend that I showed it to, if I would be happy with it. And that was all I said. I said, will I be happy with the grade? And he looked at me and he said, I think so. So starting out, I did not have this one pressed or cleaned, I don't believe. I know I didn't have it personally. I don't believe I had it submitted for it when it was there, even if it was. I'm thinking 8.5, maybe if I'm lucky, a 9.0 or a 9.2. It is a signature series with the JSA certification. This is from the artist that did the arm tattoo drawing. I had some other books there and met another artist, but did not get any of those sent in for grading. I do have a picture with the artist. Next video, I'll try and get some of those together maybe and show you guys what those are, because it was a really, really enjoyable time speaking with him, getting to see some of his art live and having him sign my books. Really nice gentleman. We'll get to that. But nonetheless, this guy's the one that did the arm tattoo drawing, at least. And I did get to speak with him And here we go. Like I said, I have not seen this yet. Oh, put my phone back up. Here we go. I have not seen this yet. I do know that it is at least halfway decent. Is this the back? This is the back, okay. Still got the bubble wrap on it. Still in the original packing from CGC. Remove the box. Okay. Let's get this thing out of the way. All right. Start taking this off. We'll look away so we'll see it on the back. Okay. And there we go. Oh, there's the packing slip even. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I was not expecting that. I want to take it out of the bag. This is, in case you don't know, The Crow, issue number 3, first print, signed by James O'Barr. It is in really, actually I'm going to move my camera to the comic, that way you guys can see it a little bit better. This is, I was not expecting this. I was thinking 8.5, 9.0. Yeah, there's a little spine tick with a press on it. I did not get it pressed. Okay, that's what I thought. But nonetheless, guys, I need y'all to understand something. About, I don't know, 5 years ago, I went to my LCS where I have my pull list. And I was flipping through boxes. And they have this massive section. They don't hardly have but maybe 10 boxes of back issue bins up next to their counter. And in the back of the space, let me back up just a hair. So as you walk in the door, the checkout counter is on your right. And you walk forward and there's an aisleway on the right and on the left. It's separated by a toy stand. And so if you walk down the right-hand side has a display case that separates the aisleway from the actual wall where the wall books and the wall toys and the wall pops and things are at. From there, the display case has its own things in it. And then on your left-hand side where the toy display is, it has boxes of back issue bins that are individually priced. On the opposite side is where the new books are, on the new book wall, latest releases, things like that. As you go back further into the back of the room, there are probably somewhere between 25 and 50 long boxes of just dollar books. And like I said, about 5 years ago, let me set this down here. Let me see if I can get it to, like I said, that's not working. About 5 years ago, I was flipping through these dollar boxes and came across this book and could not believe. Like, I passed it, and then it come to me as I got about 10 more issues back in the box, and I was like, wait a second. That can't be what I thought it was. So I flip back, and I pull this book out, and lo and behold, I pull the cover open. Mind you, I don't even believe it was in a bag or board. I believe it was in there just raw. And so I open it to the cover, and lo and behold, it's a first print. And I could not believe it. I was floored. So I'll take it to the counter, and I'm getting ready to check out, and I have it in my dollar box, or in my stack of books, and, as the lady's checking me out or whatever, she's like, just flipping through my books, and I was like, hey, I got some dollar books here on the bottom. If you got any questions about them, just let me know. And I flip through. She rings them all up for $1, and I walk out the door. Could not believe it. I was ecstatic. Sometimes I feel a little guilty about that, but at the end of the day, she's seen the book. She was a partial owner in the shop, so they probably knew that it was back there. She never questioned me about the book. She never asked me if it was $1 or not. And at the end of the day, it was hard for me not to take it for what it was, because I walked in there, I was a paying patron, I had my pull list there. Really kind of going from there, I'm a pretty loyal customer there, and I want to feel bad because I feel like I got something over on them, but at the end of the day, I know that I didn't, because they had it in their dollar boxes, and it's nothing. My buddy Jack even says all the time, you can go in their dollar boxes and find a $25, $30 book tomorrow, because they just leave things back there sometimes for people to find. And I think they do it on purpose. It's a really neat place. This is the book I've talked about, or not the book, the store that I've talked about before. They have the Free Comic Book Day sale, where you walk in on Free Comic Book Day, and every new book on the wall, like the new back issue books, or not new back issue books, but the new release books that have come out up to that point that they haven't sold in back stock, they sell for $1. If it's on there already, even if it's going for $20 and it's a B cover variant, or if it's just a hot key at the moment, and they still have it on the wall cover price, you get that for $1 there. Like, they don't pull these books off and price them at the counter. They don't, if you find something in the back that they have already priced, they're never going to upcharge you when you go to checkout to begin with. So they're just really good people to their patrons. And at the end of, or their customers, and at the end of the day, they're really good people in general. So I was really happy to find this. If you guys happen to see this, thank you guys. You probably know who you are. You definitely will after the explanation. But nonetheless, The Crow #3 from Caliber Press, from 1989, first print, signed by James O'Barr. He's the guy that I said had the drawing of the tattoo that the guy went and had done. And it was a really interesting story from that guy, but I don't want to give out his personal information or his business, so I'm not going to tell it. But needless to say, he had a loss in the family, some really tough life struggles that he had been dealing with, and he come down here from like New Jersey or Delaware or somewhere, and was really just dealing with those things. And for him, James O'Barr was a big statement in that regard, because of The Crow in and of itself and what it represents with Brandon and everything that it became, especially afterwards. So for that guy, it became a really big event for him once he seen that James O'Barr was going to be at that con. Here is the rest of the package. As you can see, unopened. Let's see here. I'm trying to keep my personal information out as much as I can. I'll probably just clip that. But nonetheless, I'm going to go ahead and open it for you guys while on screen. This one, I am stoked to find out. I did have this one pressed and cleaned. Again, I have no idea what the grade is. Have not shown it to anyone. Have not looked. This is completely blind to me and you. And really other than to anyone except for CGC. So, put this tape off of here. I want to open this one. This one's different. This one opens a little bit different than the other one did. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Oh, okay. They have this one in special bubble wrap and in a different box. I've never received a book back from CGC in this black bubble wrap, if you want to call it that, I guess. Okay. Now, to go on where we've already been, it's nothing super different. It's nothing crazy beyond where we already are. So, without further ado, what would number 3 be complete without, I'm not looking, this book right here? What's the grade? 8.5. Okay. Not that surprised. To have found this book in a box with number 3 raw the way that I did. Oh, for $1. Look at that. First print. Wow. I'm actually I'm not mad at the grade. I did think it was actually going to be a little higher with the press and clean, but nonetheless, tough black cover, man. As I said, I did have CGC do the press and clean on it. It looks like they weren't able to get everything out. But at the end of the day, I cannot get away from this glare. I'm sorry, guys. We'll just have to enjoy it as it is. But nonetheless, that's my haul. This is where we are. James O'Barr was great talking to. Awesome guy to meet. Tough book to find the first print, especially for as cheap as I found it. Not gonna be able to really do that again, probably. Yeah, there we are. Crow number 1, Crow number 3 first print, and Hack Slash My First Maniac number 1. So I'm Tim Seeley and James O'Barr. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. Get some conversation going or something if you want. Share this video, let other people know. If there's something you're interested in, you've seen. Not a lot of it's really for sale, trade, but something might be. So shoot me a message or leave a comment, and let's talk about it. D Collector, signing off.